we are back to Final Fantasy XIV. While I haven't recorded anything in a while, we have been continuing to play it. And patch 7.2 came out today, so let's... Oh, I have to stand up. Let's go do the MSQ for this. Because, well, need to. Oh, hold on. Grab one. So let's... need to... Heal. Okay, that should be good. We need to head to where the hideaway is, because for those who don't know, the last time in the MSQ, in 7.1, we ended off with finding out that version of XIV is back, which probably needs to be dealt with. A warning. Warning, the stream's current bitrate, the bitrate's lowering. Okay. That's unfortunate. Okay, I can't really, fix that at the moment. Apologies for the cromulent stream, my internet is not the greatest. You're heading to the back room? Yes. MSQ time. Oh, talk to Cryo. Okay. A glimmer of the past, Cryo wishes to catch up on recent events. Okay. I believe we get a trial and a dungeon in this patch, so this might actually take a little longer than I thought. Patch 7.1 was pretty fast, but this might be a little longer. Reckless, your timing could not have been better. If you have a moment, we would like to discuss some things, or share some things. Excellent. We'll wait for Lama Chi, she should arrive shortly. Reckless, glad you're here too. There she is. And speak of the devil, let's catch things up, shall we? Right. I'll go first if nobody minds. I've been back in Tuliala and spoke with Kona. I told him all about the records left behind by Gul'ja's mother, as well as Fiend's reappearance. We decided I should remain in the dome until things settle down. But while I'm Gul'ja's guardian, I'm also foreign ruler. I'll have to take care not to appear as if I'm meddling with Alexandrian politics. That's all from me. Okay. Fair enough. As for the rest of us, we've been keeping track of this new Fiend. She makes regular appearances before the people, and each time she judges, she encourages them to be endless. Alas, much else remains a mystery, including why she chose to reveal herself now. On our end, we confirmed that those only wearing regulators have had their knowledge of Queen Fiend's death altered. Oops, I accidentally skipped. Many believe that the Queen of Reason is alive and well, and remember her funeral as a memorial for those lost in the attack. Needless to say, this has proven confusing for those who have more accurate recollections. I'll carry on our investigation. I'll head to Urban Sky now and coordinate with our people there. Okay. Seems simple enough. There's one other matter, the highlight of this gathering, you may say. We'd like you to meet a certain someone. By all means, where's this person now? In the break room. She's unwell. Y'shtola and Alize have been tending to her. They might be able to explain things. I want to see how she's doing. I'll come too. Well, so the person that they're referring to here was seen at the end of 7.1 walking towards Y'shtola before passing out. Now, I'm pretty sure this is real Sphene. If this isn't real Sphene, I'm going to be completely confused. The break room is at the end of the hallway. Go there when you're ready. Because, I mean, with how patch 7.1 ended and the dialogue of this mysterious woman, it seemed like she was Sphene. So if this isn't Sphene, it's going to be very confusing. Key to the break room. Alright, it's gotta be Sphene, right? Yep, real Sphene.
What is she doing here? We just heard she was busy spreading talk of becoming endless among the Alexandrians. What's going on here?
She is not who you think she is. Not the Queen of Reason, who has made a miraculous return, but an individual of flesh and blood, possessed of a soul. We
But this
chanced
is
upon
real.
her in living memory, but she collapsed before we could exchange words. We decided to bring her here for now.
Okay.
Her body was suffused with lightning ether, which caused a debilitating paralysis. Ishtola reached out and informed me of her condition, and I came with epoxy as fast as I could. We're now waiting to see if the treatment was effective.
Judging by her appearance, the circumstances of our encounter, and her extreme ethereal aspect, I am all but certain that she is the one from whom the Endless Sphene was created. The original Queen Sphene of Alexandria.
What? But how can that be possible? The real Sphene died of illness 4 centuries ago.
I died. Whatever do you mean? I am not dead. I'm not.
Okay.
What is this place? Where is everyone? Otis and Zelenia? And who are you people? Calm down. We mean you no harm. You've been unwell. Please, help me. I don't understand any of this.
Maybe it's just me, but this Sphene looks younger than the Endless Sphene.
Of course. But if I might confirm some things first. You are Queen Sphene of Alexandria, are you not?
Yes. Yes, I am.
And ere you awoke here, you were in another unfamiliar...
I opened my eyes and saw a strange, dark room. Outside, there were towering buildings, clad in electrope.
Okay.
You slumbered at the heart of that city for many years, within a facility called the Meso Terminal. Many things have come to pass during that time, some of which you may find upsetting. Are you sure you wish to learn of them?
I'm assuming we're gonna fade to black and explain all of Dawn Trail's MSQ to her, right?
In that dark room, there was an electrope casket designed to preserve its occupant in cold stasis.
Oh, never mind.
Until the terminal and its systems were recently shut down. That was where you were kept, in all likelihood. Since the time of the Old Kingdom. For 4 centuries.
What? Do you speak true? I've been asleep for that long. 400 years.
Our records say that Queen Sphene succumbed to the rampant lightning energies unleashed during the storm surge. But it seems the truth is rather different.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's was kind of predicted to be the outcome of how 7.1 ended. But still, I didn't expect to see, like, the real Sphene's reaction to all this. Oh, very well. But let us do so with care. Let us cause undue strain. Now, while I would like to be more of assist, it isn't practical to gather anyone, so I will summon Graha and Kryl for now. And here we go, the mouth animations to explain everything. And now the part where she's gonna regurgitate some of the stuff we said back to her so we know what we told her.
I know this has all been a lot to take in, but how are you feeling? Physically, I mean.
Much better now, thanks to Y'shtola and Alisei's ministrations. In fact, I can scarcely remember the last time I felt so hale. I know not how to repay them, not only for coming to my aid, but for telling me about my kingdom besides.
I don't think they're ones to keep score.
Alizé never abandons those in need.
She's known those two for a long time.
Okay.
Besides, you helped to prove that their treatment works here as well. With this success, they'll be able to help others in Alexandria who suffer from the same illness. Few things could make them happier.
I see. Full glad am I to know that we may cure the affliction after so long.
Is someone gonna now barge in and tell us, you guys need to see this?
So very long. I steeled myself having been warned, but it's difficult to come to terms with everything.
Sphene? Maybe going out and seeing it would help. Alexandria as it is now.
Great idea. There's no
But we're gonna have to disguise her, right?
That said, there is a chance that you'll run into the other Sphene. Still want to take a look, even so?
How are we gonna do this? Shouldn't we disguise her?
It would be a lie to say I do not feel anxious, but I wish to walk among the people, to hear their voices and learn about their
Like,
realm.
isn't it gonna be a bad idea if run into the real Sphene? I mean, not the real Sphene, the fake Sphene. We can go together.
Truly, I would be honored.
Then allow us to show you the sights.
Get her a disguise, please.
Thank you, Wuklamot.
Please get her a disguise, please. I swear, we're gonna walk out and people are gonna be like, oh my god, is that Sphene? Thank you as well, Reckless, for your kindness. The Endless Fiend. You knew her, did you not? It might take time for both of us to come to terms with this situation, myself especially. I recognize that I must. I may stay here, but I may still be here, but the world I knew is gone. Silver piece. Memories of a bygone age. Sphene is eager to see the new Alexandria. Before heading out, I should put on a more suitable attire. There's a modern outfit shop, item shelf, prepared for me. If you wait outside, I will only be a moment. Alright, take your time. She better be wearing a hood or something, because it's gonna be so dumb if we just walk her out undisguised. Yep.
Apologies for keeping you waiting. I've never worn such clothing before.
Oh, that really suits you.
Does it? Looks like an idea for a brisk afternoon stroll.
For one so well-traveled to say that, I feel confident it's perfect for exploring the city.
A moment before you head out. Circumstances being what they are, we thought it best to come up with a way to distinguish you from the other Sphenes, and we should probably settle on this.
I suppose it could get pretty confusing.
First, we propose calling you simply Sphene. As for the former Queen of Reason,
What about the new one who's been addressing the citizens?
despite being the spitting image of Endless Sphene, we know she's a different entity. So we were thinking of calling her a simulant, after imitation stones.
I see. Well, they're definitely not the same. And that's as good a way as any to draw a distinction. But what do you think, Sphene? Is that all right with you?
Rest assured I have no objections when I am in the city. For the people of today's Alexandria know only the Endless Fiend.
We're sorry to subject you to such ignominy.
No, I myself would rather not invite complications, so it is quite all right.
Are we gonna give her a fake name? Please tell me you
Let
give her.
us be off then. I am in your capable hands.
That you are.
Good idea. We should start from
Please tell me like give her a fake name that we could call her. Someone's gonna ask her what's her name. Someone is definitely going to ask her what her name is. Souls Under Siege. So that's gonna be the new. That's the new raid quest, I'd imagine. If we have time, maybe I'll start the raid series, but that'll depend on how long this goes for. So again, we have a trial and a dungeon to get through. So it might take a little while. Huh? You hear? Oh, she's just wearing a hood. Eh, that's not great. I can't decide where to begin. Oh, why do I have to choose? Following events cannot be skipped. Great. We'll talk about the arcade first. There's a lot of different shops at the Nexus arcade selling everything you need. It's mostly full of people out there doing shopping. Endless Fiend gave Reckless and Lamachi a tour of the place, and I remember watching them from a distance. The castle town I knew had a main fur fair that was lined with shops whenever I visited. As soon as you come speaking about matters great and small. That lady's doing it, Luke Lamont. Yeah, I guess we could talk to them about. The lady talking to Lamachi just came back from Tulialal. It was her first time visiting since being trapped in the barrier 30 years ago. She has a family in Alexandria, so she had to return. But the train made it safe and easy for her to make that journey, and thanks to everyone's hard work. There was once a railroad connecting Alexandria and the neighboring Lindblom, but operations were suspended when relations deteriorated. Eventually, the tracks were removed entirely. To see that a railroad now connects us to our new neighbors is gratifying. Especially considering that our history began with war, with Alexandria the aggressor. Continuing to strive for peace, to all these messages shown great magnanimity, but I can't. Yeah, I have no idea what that means. If you attune to Lay Node 9, you can teleport back here anytime you want. You can also use it to teleport to other locations in Solution 9. It makes it easier to get around. That's the mode of travel that you utilize. For currency, yes, we had the same in my time, but when the storm surge broke out, such nodes were sealed to prevent enemy use. And after the war, the etheric balance across the world had collapsed. Not only was travel outside the barrier ill-advised, the act of teleportation had become dangerous. Interesting. So, when the world's balance got taken over, overthrown due to the Asians causing a electric element ethereal imbalance, that meant that Aether travel couldn't be used anymore. That's interesting. I mean, it makes sense too. Like, if the world's etheric currents are out of whack, then it makes sense that you wouldn't be able to use those etheric currents to fast travel anymore, because they don't lead to the same places anymore. Disheartening to see them available again and for the use of everyone. And lastly, the government building. In the government sector, there's a counter where citizens can get matched to jobs. There's also a soul exchange, but no one goes there much these days since there aren't many souls in circulation. I'm unsure how I feel about regulators and the treatment of souls as a resource. I understand the grief of those who lost loved ones and the desire to escape the sorrow of death. Even so, I would not wish to forget my parents, Otis, Zelania. I want to remember them all. I am reluctant to impose my personal beefs on others, though. Okay, so we have the new Sphene, who also is opposed to regulators. I mean, the old Sphene. The real Sphene. Sorry about that, I got a little carried away in our conversation. It's alright, Reckless and I told her about places we can see from here. Really, that's great. Right, why don't we take a stroll through the residential center and stop at the Mosaic. We can take a break there. Is the Hildebrand stuff available in this patch? Or is that in 2.1? Because I know in patch 7.1, Hildebrand wasn't available until 7.11. Was it until 7.21 do we get the Hildebrand quest? I know, the exploration zone and the crafting gathering thing is in 7.25. I know those aren't in the game yet. At the moment, it's just the new MSQ, the trial, the dungeon, and the raid series, I'm pretty sure. So I'd have to double check the patch notes to see what's available. Actually, while I'm here, I should check the new Tombstone exchange. Okay, so we got 750 now. And I'm assuming the Universal Tombstone will be... 740. Disciple of Mage. You know what? Was really happy about the beanie, but the little headpiece on it kind of ruins it for me. And the jacket's alright. This is all a major upgrade to what I have now, because yeah, I have like 720 and 700 stuff. And gear exchange. That's still the same stuff, right? There's others. Yeah, so these are the crafting materials. That's my level. That's my 750 stat. These robes any good? They're alright. Bow's cute, but a little too puffy. That's the token exchange. I'm pretty sure now I can. What the heck? I have no idea what any of that is. That looks new. Drop any frame. Let me look at this warning that it keeps telling me about. Is it this? How did I change the bitrate? Setting. I have no idea how to change it. Oh well. OBS is yelling at me that my bitrate isn't correct, but I have no idea how to change it. We've been waiting for a while, so let's rest our feet, drinks are on me. Why don't we give her a fake name? We shouldn't be calling her Sphene in public!
So many different drinks. I can't decide. Ooh. I'll have this, please. A Dali coffee.
Of course. I should warn you, though. Dali beans are an older variety known for...
The bitterness is the best part. Have you decided as well?
Sweet cocoa with extra cream on top.
I understand completely. The allure of something sweet can often be too strong to resist.
I'll have your drinks ready in a moment.
I'm just waiting for this to inevitably turn south when someone either recognizes her or the real or the fake Sphene shows up.
They're certainly well liked. It's a wonderful feeling, spending time with the people. But they're not my people anymore, are they? Their city, their way of life, even the ground upon which they tread. I am a stranger to it all. The weight of the long years is finally beginning to sink in.
Am I gonna be able to say anything? Oh, kid's gonna
Your
recognize.
Majesty, is that you?
Uh-oh, kid's gonna recognize.
I'm sorry to disappoint, but I am not Queen Sphene, though I'm often told we look alike.
There you are. I'm sorry he bothered you, Mom.
Again, she should have worn a mask.
Hi, not Queen Sphene.
I do not know that boy, nor does he know me. No one does. Another harsh reminder that I have no place here. Yet, no matter how much things have changed, I am happy. I am. For Alexandria has endured our sacrifice. Even
Oh,
so,
hi Panda.
I cannot
Seven.
help but
So
feel
far, 7.1 was kind of a lull. It wasn't really, in my opinion, it was kind of interesting, but it was too short. 7.2 so far is kind of interesting. We got the real Sphene here, back from the dead, because she was never actually dead. She was put into cryo by the scientists and they just told the rest of the world that she was dead. When living memory got shut down, the thing powering her stasis chamber went offline. So now she's back again. But we have another fake Sphene running about, who's trying to convince all of the citizens to turn themselves into Endless. So now we have this whole thing of trying to figure out who's behind the new fake Sphene, and what to do with the new real Sphene. And for some reason, no one's having her use a fake name. This is... But as of right now, we were just showing the real Sphene, what's happened with Alexandria. But it is... I'm going to get sick of saying Sphene after this, because there's just way too many Sphenes you have to talk about. We have the Endless Sphene, then we have this new fake Sphene. Yeah, it could be the Ascians, who knows. It's probably not the Ascians. There were talks of a scientist group that helped create the Endless, so it's probably that group. But whether or not that group was led by an Ascian, up in the air so far, but I don't think they would be. I mean, there are like 4 or 5 of the Ascian 12 that were still MIA, but I don't think we're gonna see them here. Still, I feel better having shared my feelings with you. Thank you. I'm sorry I'm not being much of a guide. I usually don't get approached this often. It's quite alright, but people have been through so much, it's only natural they seek comfort and assurance from someone they trust. Besides, I was able to relax and have a delicious cup of coffee and a lovely chat with Reckless. I appreciate your understanding. Right, where to next? We could take a look inside the Nexus arcade, but we'd probably wait until we actually need something. In that case, let's head to the recreation zone. There's plenty to see on True View. Is that TV? They call TV in this world True View? That's kind of funny. I just realized there's TV in this. I know we saw it a lot with the Raid series, but it didn't really hit me that we have TV in this now. I mean, we've had computers in the past with Garlemald, but Garlemald had radios. I completely forgot that there's TVs in Solution 9. Okay, let's head on over to the other side. Oh no, Trueview is a district. Unfortunately, I'm on Crystal Data Center, so we can't play together. That's unfortunate, Panda. If it makes it feel any better, I don't have anyone to play with anymore either. My whole FC has quit. It's just me, and pretty soon I think I become the leader of the FC because of inactivity. So if I ever want to like leave the data center, I could. There's nothing holding me back in Aether anymore. I just realized I kind of skipped over that dialogue because I was talking. What happens here? What happened to this guy? Oh, I have to rally him. Are you able to change your data center? Like your home data center? I feel like you are, right? I mean, if I do that though, then I lose the FC house. And I kind of promised that I take care of it. Oh well. Thank you, I'm feeling better already. Your encouragement is exactly what I needed. But wait, where are my manners? My name is Malachite, and I am an usher. Usher for what? Oh, it costs money to do that? I do have a decent amount of crystals saved up. But then, like I said, I'd lose the FC house, and I kind of promised I'd take care of it. An usher, those who came close to... Usher, aren't... They're the ones who came close to those without long to live, right? But giving up everything that's happened, I expect your duties have changed. That's correct. We no longer attend to the dying. It is only after those who have passed away that in their families' care that we convey their remains to the government storage facility. Storage facility? What for? Henceforth, we must inter the deceased, but as the specifics are undecided, the bodies are kept in cold storage for the time being. I don't know. I heard there were graveyards over by the submerged city, but like funerals, burial customs must be long forgotten. Did you have usher duties? If so, we could help. I'm not actually here in any official capacity, so I'm loath to trouble you further. But since you asked, I'll explain why I've come. I've taken the delivering of personal effects of the departed to their families. Even though their memories have been entrusted to the cloud, I still remember that they once lived. The rule was to dispose of any belongings. To do anything else was strictly forbidden, but it saddened me to see them discarded like waste, so I began secreting them away as I could. Of course, I understand that not everyone shares my sentiments, and I leave it up to the families to decide what to do with the items. Some accept them, others reject them. This is what I kind of wish we saw more of in 7.0's actual campaign. I know how Alexandria is treated should be left up to the should be up to the patches to show the aftermath. But I do wish we saw a bit of this conflict within Alexandria's culture within 7.0 MSQ, because these are questions that should be brought up going into a post-regulator world, and now we're back into a world where the new Fakes Fiend is trying to revitalize people to use regulators again. So we're just going back, we're going from a world that was completely devoid of remembering the dead, to remembering the dead, to now having people who forget the dead again. I wish we had a little more of a exploration of in-between, right? Because I feel like it might be a little too fast between. But who knows, maybe I'm kinda nitpicking here. Whether I'm doing the right thing or not, I cannot say, but I feel like these families should be given the choice. Oh, they didn't have it before then. It's important to think about what people leave to us. I want to help. Oh yeah, you could visit my link shell, couldn't you? You want to help too, Reckless? Deliveries happen to be my... Do I get that dialogue because I've done custom deliveries? I wonder if that's unique dialogue for if you've unlocked custom deliveries. Or that's just a meta dialogue to how we're often delivering shit in this game. But I kind of wish that it's dialogue specific to you having done special delivery, custom deliveries. I'm grateful. Now, there's 4 items to be delivered in the recreational zone. I'll leave them to you. In the meantime, I will head to the residential sector to make deliveries there. After you're finished, please meet me back here. I'd like to know the family's reaction. You know, there are some people in Tulial who experienced similar episodes due to the trauma of the siege. Oh, so he was having a panic attack. I wasn't paying attention because I was talking. Would you mind if I went with Malachite just to keep an eye on him? Only if you can handle those deliveries without me, of course. Well, it's 4 fetch quests. I'm sure we'll be fine. It's fine, it's fine. I'm sure I'll be happy for the company. I just, like, I don't hate not like a lot of people do. But I just find it funny how, like, in this patch specifically, they have so many moments so far where she just runs off, so you're not talking with her. Like, if you complete all of Coils of Bahamut in AR, you get a few sentences of unique dialogue in Heaven's Ward. Yeah, as well as if you're a Dragoon in Heaven's Ward, there's a lot of moments where you're brought up about being a healer. I know at the beginning of Endwalker, if you're a pretty well high-leveled field hand or tradecraft, like, if you had your Disciple of Hair or Land leveled, when entering Old Sharlayan, you could just say that you're here to help with the rebuilding process of the students of Valdesian, and since you're a renowned Disciple of Hand and Land, she believes you. I love dialogue like that references what you actually do in the story, just because it actually helps add to the replayability on New Game Plus if you decide to do... Like, leveling up an alt job on New Game Plus isn't exactly great XP, but it is something you might want to do. Like, I've thought about doing Heaven's Word again as Dragoon once I get Dragoon up to level 50. And there's stuff I've done now that I think I could get unique dialogue in Heaven's Word because I'd now be playing as Dragoon, because I've done the Binding Coil of Bahamut. Like, it's just so interesting. So there are 4 items to deliver. Right, 3 people in Trueview and the other person over in the Neon Stein. Let's visit them in that order. Might I trouble you due to talking? I fear my voice might betray my identity. Now, this wouldn't be a problem if you wore a mask. Yugiri did it all the way back in ARR. You could do it too, Sphene. Either way, we'll be right behind you. They're a company. I don't know. I feel like Sphene is, like, not wearing the most of, I don't know, stellar disguises. And we already had a child recognize her. Energetic citizen. I thought this was an NPC too, but it's a player. And they're gone. Something you need of me? Ah, so Malachite sent you. He was very considerate. When he offered to bring me the keepsake, he stressed that I didn't have to accept it if I felt uncomfortable. I see why some would say no, but I couldn't do that. Not when it's something that belonged to my parents, who I understand I will never see again. Having spare souls won't save us from the inevitable. It has always been the case, but now I found myself wondering about this and that, like how much I can no longer afford, like how much I can afford to muck around with my brothers. But I won't bore you with my ramblings. Thank you for bringing me the keepsake. Much regards to Malachite. I'm assuming at least one of these people is going to decline it. Brooding. Oh, they're probably not going to take it. What is it? If you're trying to sell me something, I'm not interested. This person's probably not going to take it. Oh, you brought the keepsake. Oh, never mind. I'm looking forward to hoping you'll help me remember. The owner is dead and they'll never come back. They'll never become... Okay, this is interesting. So, this tells me two things. Not only is there a... So we were told beforehand by one of the Resistance members, I forget her name because I'm bad at things in this game, that the people who don't use regulators, and the people who do use regulators, are in a bit of a conflict on the new Sphinx and the new Endless program. But here we see that this person has a regulator, and we know with the last patch that a new variant of the regulator is being distributed. So it seems like those with the old regulator also know that new Sphinx's full of shit. Or I wonder if it's just that they forgot to give this person a non-regulator. Even so, I'm not sure I want to become an analyst myself. If they're made by putting your memories into a new body of Aether, doesn't that mean you first have to die first? The thought of not having to worry about souls was appealing, but I was happy to receive a new regulator. But I've only had my doubts. Oh, so this person does have the new regulator. Huh. But there's even dissent amongst her supporters. Okay. Even among her supporters, there's doubt. Which I think is good to show, because at the end of the last patch, it seemed like everyone who had Neo Regulator fully supported her, which seemed a little odd, so seeing a bit of discontent is, I think, good. Oh, disconnected citizen. You're not gonna accept it. Disconcerted, sorry. So this is the keepsake. Truth be told, I've been wavering as I should or not accept it. After all, it belongs to someone who died. Got me thinking what we did to Tuliol. I didn't even know how we killed so many people. Not until the funeral. What if they decide to retaliate? Okay, it seems to say that everyone knows that it was his father who did it. It's just I can't stop worrying about death, and hearing they're running out of new regulators makes it worse. So they're running out of the new regulator now. Okay. So, theory time. Oh, see ya, Panda. Okay, so we have a few new things. Among the people with the neo-regulators, there are people who don't believe Sphinx's plan is true. Well, the fake Sphinx's plan is true. And they're also running out of neo-regulators. So they're going to need to find a new way to make them. Which I'm assuming is where our next conflict is going to be. As we have to deal with people trying to make new regulators. Huh? Are you talking to me? Oh, cutscene time. Oh, right, this. I can't see it stirs any memories, but it does feel familiar somehow. No, you look familiar yourself. Where do I know you from? Oh, of course! You're... Oh my god! We're actually getting recognized for being in the Raid series during this patch? I didn't... Wait. I didn't think that was gonna happen. You're the unenhanced challenger. No, champion! I cannot stress how incredible it is that you're achieving without using feral souls. It's a general honor to meet you, though not for the first time, I realize. I didn't think we were going to be recognized for being in the raid series this patch. That's cool. In previous patch content, have we ever been recognized if we've done for raid? I don't know if we have. It was at the infusion station in the government sector. It wasn't my finest moment. Oh yeah, this was the guy during the MSQ who needed the souls for the Arcadian. That's right. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. Anyways, now that we're meeting properly, the name's Lathander. I used to fight in the Arcadian, but not anymore. I took Queen Spheen's words to heart and found a new job, one where I could put my knowledge of physical conditioning to use. As you know, lots of people are badly hurt by the mechanical soldiers, and I've been assisting with the rehabilitation. It's not something I ever imagined doing, but here we are. Not many people can help others like you can. It's great to know what you're doing. Ah, thanks. It's encouraging to hear that. There's this fellow who has learned to walk all over again. There's this fellow who has to learn how to walk all over again. Becoming an endless would solve his problems, but he's determined to get there the hard way with the body he's got. Seeing that gave me a new appreciation for my own body. It's a gift from my parents, a sturdy thing that survived the arena, and I need to take better care of it. I'm the only blue-scaled Hobigo besides my father, Lamachi told me that. I don't know how my father felt about it, and there are times where it hurts so much to think about what I want to share. Still, I don't want to lose that. Even if I could look the same as an endless, I would never want to throw away this body. Most people would find that hard to do so, I imagine. This thought makes me feel uncomfortable becoming an endless affair. But I need to get back to work. It was nice talking to you. Thanks for the delivery. Okay. Tenacity, yeah. None of these really. I'll grab the spell speed, I guess. She is eager to tell Malachite of your success. I believe that takes care of the deliveries. Thank you for the charge, Reckless. From what I've seen and heard, she's plain the people held their queen in high regard, and the Simulant has exploited their love and admiration to win over so many of the very same. Come, let us report to Malachite. He should be back to the north to the recreation zone. Can I move yet? Oh, I was pressing the wrong keys. I must say, I really do enjoy Solution 9's theme. Okay, well, so there's a lot to take in with this, right? We have people who don't trust the new Sphene, who want to continue with their human bodies, but then we have a group of people who believe... Oh, new free Fantasia in Old Redania. Oh, good to know. In the same place as the old one from last patch. So, I'm just collecting free Fantasias at this point, Thank you for the assistance. With this, every delivery I had planned today is accounted for. The reactions I received were mixed. While some were glad, I decided that they did not want the items after all. How was your experience? Everyone accepted their items, but they all feel differently about them. One person couldn't even remember the keepsake's owner, and couldn't stop worrying about their own death. I see. It's difficult to predict how people may behave when confronted with the reminders of loss. Of late, I come to believe that we are each some of the moments we've shared with our loved ones. And when they pass, we lose our memories of the people we lose part of ourselves. It saddens me to no end. If our memories of the departed are no longer entrusted to the cloud, I wish it could return to us. Well, my friends, I must resume my formal duties. My thanks again for your aid. That's an interesting thought. Now, granted, all the memories are gone, right? Because we shut off living memory. We ended up deleting all the simulated memories within it. And since a person's memories are what, and the memories that of how people remember them are what made up the Endless. With the Endless deleted, those memories are effectively gone, right? Unless you met that Endless in living memory, there's no other way to remember the memory because it's gone. So we can't get them back. We can't get back their memories for them because they no longer exist. Unless we find some, like, there's a cloud in the back of living memory that we could use. But I feel like that would undermine how 7.0 went. Malachite speaks true. Our memories are what define us. They form the path we walked to be where we are. My endless self, I expect, was much like me in the beginning. But I cannot become like her more than she could become like me. For once our paths diverged, so too did our lives and experiences. That's true. Even if we start at the same place, we all have different journeys. At some point, things like our goals and our ways of thinking are bound to change. The Endless Fiend was one possibility. A version of myself who made choices I want to believe I never would. I'm beginning to come to terms with the fact that I did, though. Well, I mean, makes sense. It's her memories, and her memories made that decision. Is that? Oh, this is gonna be Endless Fiend, isn't it? I mean, the fake Fiend, right? Yep. Well, that's not foreboding. She looked straight up at us better. If I didn't know any better, I'd say she wants us to follow her. This seems like a bad idea, but we have no better way of figuring out what she's up to. I don't want to follow her, right? Send Fiend home. This seems like this is going to be a very bad idea. This is going to be such a... Why is Fiend coming too? This is going to be a bad idea. Speak with Lamont. The simulant was heading to the street that way. Neon Stein is that way. Let's hurry. Such a bad idea. In the history of bad ideas, this is definitely one of them. Oh, so this must be a long-ass cutscene. I'm pretty sure that's the same group of people I passed already. Quiet.
Not here. Let's press on, if only a little further.
Hey, are you alright?
And thus, the baddie makes his reveal. Oh, it's the wheelchair kid.
Die. Vexing, but expected.
This is the wheelchair kid from the promo art.
That was about the strongest bolt we can produce within Everkeep. What now?
We obtain more precise measurements. Narrow the range of variables to avoid unnecessary trial and error. That is the most expeditious course of action.
Why are they telling us this?
I know that voice.
You there! Yes, you! We have important business with you. We left something in your keeping. The key to interdimensional fusion. You will kindly return it to us, yes?
Ah, so that's what they're after.
Now that you mention it, the other way around may have been more appropriate. If I had the key, I wouldn't need to be cruel and turn away so many people.
Oh, right, only 5,000 people could become...
What? You mean to steal ether from other worlds again?
All is for the sake of his experiments.
The true mastermind.
'Twas for that reason, you know, that the previous me created the Endless. I pity her. She was forced to attempt the impossible, to turn every soul who dies into an Endless, even though there's no end to them. Admittedly, that was part of the plan. Her desperation would drive her to claim the key and use it. And sure enough, she did just that. I know you had a soft spot for her, Lamachi. So for what it's worth, I'm truly sorry. Alas, we are naught more than pawns. Pieces in his grand design.
Okay, so the guy decided to go mask off with his second Sphene attempt and make her aware of the fact that she's a pawn.
Don't you dare make light of her love for her people. Don't you dare!
Strike me down if you wish. I shall be made anew. And I doubt many would look kindly upon the vow of resolve of Tuliolol if she attacked a neighboring queen, and not for the...
Damn you!
What do you stand by making everyone endless?
You're speaking to me.
Why does his voice actor sound so familiar?
Our goal is to usher in the next phase of mankind's evolution.
Where have I heard this voice before? Where have I heard this voice before?
Since time immemorial, life has used death to facilitate adaptation in an ever-changing environment. The old and infirm are weeded out, allowing the species to thrive. Generational succession. This has been our survival strategy.
Yet, this strategy has long since reached its practical limit. It is outdated.
Okay, so am I the only one who thinks that this guy is kind of talking about just being the ancients again? This is like the idea of everyone evolves back to crab. This guy just wants to go back to how the ancients lived, where they had an excess of aether and they didn't have to die. That ancients only died if they chose to. Where if they believed that their purpose was fulfilled, that they will pass on their ether to where it'll be reformed into a new ancient. This guy is essentially just talking about doing that again, but with the Endless instead.
It relies on progeny, which gives rise to unchecked population growth. Resources become scarce, invariably leading to conflict. All the while, death is ever present and robs our species of untold potential. Where man now stands in his evolution, bodies of flesh no longer make sense. What we must strive for next is carefully managed, eternal preservation.
But we've already been over during the MSQ that this isn't sustainable due to... There's only... hold on. So there's been seven rejoinings, right? So, and Alexandria... I'm not sure if it's clear if Alexandria is part from a failed rejoining or is a part of a world that managed to escape a rejoining. However, I'm pretty sure a Eorzea collection already mentioned a Umbral Calamity of Lightning. So I'm fairly certain Alexandria is actually from a world that was rejoined, but is a part that managed to break apart off of the world from using the interdimensional merger. Now, if I have that wrong, correct me. But we went over in the MSQ, if there's been 7 rejoinings of the 13 worlds, there's only 6 worlds left. And I don't know if this guy can count, but when they take the ethereal energy from a world, it's gone. That world is destroyed. And essentially, that shard is gone. They tried doing it with the source first. And what happens on the source is reflected upon its shards, and vice versa. Which is why Shadowbringers was happening, where if we lost the first to the light, the flood of light, we were going to experience a calamity of light on the source. And then during Endwalker, Fangren was like, well, what happens to the first if the source fell victim to the end times? And saying that if the source fell victim to the final days, the first would go as well. So it's safe to assume that if this guy succeeds in stealing all the ether from the source, the entirety of existence as he knows it is destroyed. If the source goes, the shards go. And if the shards go, he has nothing else to steal ether from. Which means the Endless die, because there's no more ether left for them. So I don't know what this guy's plan is. He seems to believe that the Endless is humanity's next stage of evolution. But he still hasn't come up with a way to solve the energy problem, yet is acting like he has one. Oh, and Panda is back, and they have the Cramorant gimmick from their team. Oh, that's a cool idea. Can't wait to see it. Sorry, I'm just thinking, maybe I have the whole idea about energy wrong, but...
Calyx! You're Calyx, aren't you?
Oh, know this guy's name now.
You know him?
4 shards we destroyed, 1 we saved, and 1 failed to integrate with Zodiac. Exactly.
Technology.
And he's trying to use the source's Aether to feed off for a time, because as we learned during
He founded
7.0,
the scientific collective known as Preservation
that-
and devoted himself to developing a cure for the paralysis which
yeah,
plagued our
the
people.
13th is the Void right now, and the first has survived its rejoining process. But if he's trying to turn the source into the Aether energy for
Alex,
Alexandria
you
for a
always had your
time,
gaze
we
set
learned
upon
in
the future,
7.0
and I know
that
you do now.
it's not sustainable. Eventually you run out of Aether to absorb. And we learned in Endwalker that whatever happens to the source is reflected on her shards. So I don't know why he's starting with the source for his energy battery. Because if he drains the source first, all the shards are drained of their energy. Drained of their Aether. Which means there's no Aether left to take on any of the shards once he depletes the source. So this guy seems just batshit insane. But I don't know... I still don't understand why choosing the source first if it's inherently flawed. Now, it could just be that they don't know that our world is the source, and that's why they chose this world, just because it had the highest amount of etheric density. But someone really should explain to this guy that if he kills the source first, all of his other power supply options go as well. Okay.
But I beg you, do not deceive the people of Alexandria. Do not manipulate them
And
with this imitation forged from my memories.
I was talking over Sphene, but we do now know, of course, that this is the leader of Preservation, which is the scientist division that created the Endless.
Well, how rude. Yet, whatever you may say, I'm the one whom the people regard as queen.
Why isn't there anyone around for this, right? This was a bustling street moments ago, before we got struck by lightning.
You may have worn the crown for a few years, but now you are no one. Just a frail, fleshy version of me that could die at any moment. The kingdom has no use for such as you.
And he used all the power that they had at the moment to strike me with lightning. Shouldn't people be coming out of their houses to ask what the heck's happened to the power?
Our demand is simple. Surrender the key. Refusal will necessitate consequences.
Nope, and the power is back on. And I'm assuming, yep, Sphene dispute. Ugh. I don't know, but the plan just seems like it's not sustainable. And I think for me to be able to come to terms with the direction that the story is going, I think the writers need to acknowledge to the players that this guy's plan is flawed in the terms of their targets, or else there might be a disconnect compared to what they revealed during Endwalker about how the shards and the source interact. Because as of now, this guy is signing his own death warrant, and he doesn't even realize it. Forgive me, I was once able to use healing spells, but my long slumber has sapped me of my magical reserves. Okay, so she was a white mage. Yep, confirmed, guys. He was a white mage 400 years ago. It's frustrating to be powerless, but perhaps I must accept my newfound limitations. The meeting. Fiend has a pained look in her eye. Alexandria has no need for Queen Fiend. It's the Queen of Reason, my endless counterpart that they love. And although it's hard to accept the truth, it's nevertheless the truth, I must find a new way to serve. You're not alone, and together we can get through anything. Well said. It just so happens there is something that only you can do right this moment. Let's start with Calix. What can you tell us about him? He was a prodigy who specialized in the field of electro and made his mark during the storm surge. Yet even as he basked in the admiration of his peers, he struggled with an illness he had from birth, which left him precious time to live. Shouldn't this still be going on 4 centuries later, I think it would seem to assume that he too has become an endless. I see. While we're somewhat familiar with preservation, I never imagined we'd cross paths with them like this. You know about preservation? We do. We're supposed to have created Everkeep's core system as well as Endless Fiend. Did they? All while I was slumbering. The members of Oblivion have spent time investigating preservation. You should head back to the back room and tell them what's happened. Good. I do like where the story's going so far, though. I think it's a much better improvement over 7.1. But I think we still need a little more like conflict within the people to say that for sure. If there's one thing I did miss when it came to 7.0 was the politics in relation to how it affects people. So mostly it was just how it affected our group.
We've heard what happened. So, preservation has revealed itself at last.
And using the key, they mean to turn even more people into Endless.
So, like, what's the goal there, right? Because all the key does is, at least as we know, is allow for the ability to go between the shards. That's what we seem to know at the moment. Alexandria was unconfirmed to be the 9th shard, which then used the key to send Kryle's parents over briefly to give their baby to her grandfather. And then the key ended up in the Endless Fiend's hands, which they then used to travel to the source for real. But how are they going to use the key?
They too intend to steal ether from the other reflections.
It could be that their plan now has changed to just go to the reflections instead, which might be the case here.
But unlike the previous Fiend, they have no intention of saving everyone. Calix, of all people, would know precisely how much ether is required to sustain an Endless. Thus, he is able to set a realistic limit to their creation, without being swayed by emotion.
So it seems like the previous Endless Fiend was just used to save everyone because they didn't have much resources at hand at the present. But now that they're at the source, I'm assuming that Calix believes that they can now save exactly the amount of people they want. Or, sorry, save, quote-unquote. Which is why he has now gotten a different Fiend, Endless, who isn't as sentimental about saving everyone, because now he knows exactly how many he can save, quote-unquote.
Carefully managed eternal preservation. Whether or not this can be considered an evolution, it is plain that man's very existence would be forever changed.
Say, if this Calix is as brilliant a scientist as everyone says, could he have been the one who erased everyone's memories of Endless Fiend's death?
That is a possibility, though I cannot speak to his motives.
Though Calix has outright stated his ultimate goal, how his actions will further this agenda remains unclear. That said, we have seen how anxiety towards death continues to spread amongst Alexandrians. Perhaps the simulant stokes this fear to entice them to become endless.
Everyone is afraid of death. We try to put it out of our minds, and I do not blame the people for feeling. Nonetheless, I wish to stop the simulant. I wish to do what I can for those who believe in their queen. Although I wear no crown, were I to forsake the people, then I would truly have no place here.
Oh, found something interesting.
When I analyzed the sign that Calix appeared on, I was able to determine the source of transmission. I traced it back to a terminal used only by preservation, located in the Foundation sector.
Foundation sector? That came up in my mother's records, didn't it? It's where the old castle was hidden.
Everkeep was built atop the castle of the former kingdom. Access to the immediate area, the Foundation sector, is highly restricted, with map data accordingly classified.
The old castle is inside this tower.
It's an ideal place for preservation to conceal a terminal, I must say. Having existed since the storm surge, they would be familiar with the castle's layout.
But I wonder, would someone so versed in electrope, such as Calix, be so careless as to leave a trail?
Oh, I expect he intended for us to find the terminal.
It may be a trap, but it's our only lead. What do you think, my friend?
Walking into traps is my specialty, apparently. I couldn't be able to count on two hands the amount of traps we've willingly walked into in this game.
Exactly what he is plotting.
If you're set on this course of action, I'll work on getting you access to the Foundation sector.
Bean's gonna pop up and say she wants to go
Please,
too, right?
let me come with you. I may not possess any special skills, but I know the castle better than any. So please.
All right. If that's what you want, then we go together. The rest of us will take point.
Now,
and secure the
Alexandria
way.
Castle is the new
And we'll count on
dungeon,
you
so
to
I'm
guide us in the
assuming
castle.
we're about to get the dungeon. Nice. About to hit the dungeon. I'm going in. Yeah, so this is gonna be the quest for the dungeon now, I imagine. Thank you for allowing me to accompany you. It may take some time for me to take my place in this new Alexandria, but I will, slowly but surely. So we'll just take this over piece. Descent to the Foundation. Right, I believe I've plotted a viable route to the Foundation sector. As we don't have much information on the area, I'll come along and gather geographic data on site. You can leave navigating to me. I'll stay behind this time, but let me know if there's anything you need me to do. Oblivion is fortunate to have a capable adapter like you. And no matter what the future holds, your knowledge of Electrope is bound to serve you well. With such dependable support here, we may embark on our mission. Come, we must head for the lift in the government sector. How are we gonna manage to sneak our way in here? Oh, you know what I just realized? I should have been recording this the entire time so I could post a supercut after the stream ended. Oh well. I'm sure I would have eaten away at my hard drive though. And given my track record, I probably would have never edited it. There's no direct lift to the Foundation sector, so we'll have to transfer another way. Hit the wrong lift, we'll end up in the wrong sector, so be sure to follow her instructions. According to Shieldjaw's records, the tower is divided into inner and outer sectors below Origenics. The castle is at the heart of the intersection. So arriving at the Foundation sector, we need to make our way inwards. Reckless, take this communicator with you. I gotta have to remember directions, like a puzzle minigame. We modified to track your coordinates, so I'll be guiding you to collect data. Sounds like we're all set. Let's get going. Underkeep now accessible. Oh, we just straight up going to the dungeon. Okay. Dungeon time. Who are my party members? Oh, just those three. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna do that. Let's get into Underkeep with other players. Oh, this isn't synced. I thought it would be. I guess none of the patch. Well, no, the previous patch MSQ was. Yeah, this one was level synced, but I guess that's raids. Dungeons and Endwalker. Oh yeah, only in Endwalker as well. Only the first patch dungeon was level synced. Jogging was invented today, it seems. Okay, so I'm not crazy. There's a new effect added to sprint where you'll keep running until you enter combat. Be Underkeep. Okay. Gotta stay focused. I mean, this is the first time, after becoming a White Mage main, that I'm doing a dungeon blind as White Mage.
There are beasts ahead of you. They must have gotten in and made themselves at home.
For free. That's for free, regen. And we just spam holes. I shouldn't have to worry too much about the... yeah, he actually fully healed.
There should be an access
Before
hatch
you heal
nearby
them.
that leads inside. Look for an opening.
Also, we have 2 res mages, so we should be fine to clear this dungeon, even if we get taken aback by mechanics. Oh, looks like you can just walk right into the boss room on this one. There's no waiting for... So we probably could just pull the trash pack into the boss room for this one. Not that I think you want to, but... That guy took he took a lot of damage there. I should probably stay on my toes, even if I think he should be fine. Oh, never mind. We do actually have to kill them.
I'm detecting something big. You'll have to deal with it to continue on.
Okay, so he does that. Oh, he's walking on the pipes. Underneath. Aerial ambush. Oh yeah, okay, so it's a line. Because we have to pay attention to where he comes out from. Okay, now Earth Song, which is an AoE. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, we have to pay attention to where he is. He's over there. Okay. Okay. Easy enough. Oh, fuck me. Green out. Chilling chirp. This is another raid wide, I'm pretty sure. Oh! Oh, fuck. I'm dead. Oh! Oh, I don't know how I'm not dead. Kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him.
Good work. Now, proceed to the access hatch and head inside.
Ooh, actually, hey, helmet for me. Okay, that's a fun fight. Got a little hairy there, but... Oh, I look stupid. I probably shouldn't have put that on until after. Oh well. And I can't change my glamour plate while in here. I don't think Holy's a gain on too, so I'm gonna just attack.
Everkeep's construction was apparently a constant battle against the rising water level.
There's the castle.
During the war, the people labored to maintain the castle. It meant a lot to them. It's upsetting to think that Preservation's terminal is in this place.
Hold on. Someone's just communication. Step below.
There's a legitimate communication. have an apple of misery. Be gone.
So, you have come. Let us measure your strength.
Soldier S0. Raid wide. Okay, you're gonna be on the left. Okay, Oh, fuck. Okay, I see. Okay, I get it. Okay, I get it. What the fuck? Okay. Interesting. We get a bone stack for that. Okay, so we want to not cross the lines, or else you get multiple. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, okay, actual, like, kind of scaring me with these mechanics, not gonna lie. Ordered fire, Stop fucking, okay. Oh, okay.
That was hardly a challenge, I see. You will show me more. I bid you press on.
Holy heck. Can we keep going up? So we go up the giant stairs for a big, like a long walk of a pull, but it's not really a big pull. So far, no like big pulls in this yet. Let me get a medic or two off. These guys taking a lot of it. Actually, it's a medic of 3 now. Sorry. Bracelets of healing. I'll try and grab. Hey. Ooh. I think I applied those in the wrong order. But yeah, like, warriors just have so much self-sustain, it doesn't really matter. Oh, so far I like this dungeon. Seems to be quite, like, packed in terms of, I don't know, the mechanics of the bosses so far seem fun.
You are untroubled thus far, but I have something that may test you yet.
Oh, and here we are, the boss. Mapping the realm, the Underkeep. 10 points. What the heck? It's an actual, literal wall shield. I mean, it's called.
We still lack sufficient data. Very well. Let us see how you perform against this.
It's a giant slab.
This machine has long guarded these crumbling walls. How will you handle this?
How do we work with this? Oh! Ow! Okay.
Let us introduce more weaponry.
Okay. Ow, that hurt.
Let us see what this is. Perhaps a new approach to assess your adaptability.
Oh, God. Oh, that's going over here. Which means we want to not be where that is.
Still alive. How unfortunate.
Oh boy.
For you to die here, it would save me trouble later.
Turrets activate. Shit. Oh boy, okay. This is...
I'm beginning to understand how you were able to defeat Queen Eternal.
Oh boy. Oh, this is... There's a lot going on in this fight. But I think the goal is to be confused by the visuals, because in reality, there's not much actually going on in the fight. You have to pay attention to when the balls are going, right? You want to be here. Okay, that was a cool fight.
That will do. We have enough to proceed with an analysis.
And your analysis will be, I'm a big fucking problem for your goals of killing everyone. I thought that was Galul Job for a moment. I'm like, didn't you say you were gonna stay behind? But it was Cryo. Off the tank. And not for me. Hey, double comm. Feel bad for the 1 DPS that got left out, but because I'm assuming, or maybe the tank got double commed. God, I wish I could change my glamour. I mean, this stupid helmet.
Calix was measuring our strength. Is that why he contrived to lead us here?
It looks like we've cleared away the machines and beasts. But who knows what else he might have in store.
I look so stupid in that helmet.
From here on out, Sven and Shale will move with us. Let's find that terminal, but stay alert for more threats.
In terms of dropped frames, it's actually been very good this stream. Only 119 so far in just under 2 hours. Which is pretty good considering how my internet typically is.
Before my illness left me bedridden, I used to walk through here on my way to watch Otis and Zelenia train.
This feels like Final Fantasy IX music.
You knew Otis, if I'm not mistaken. Zelenia was his second in command in the Royal Knights of Alexandria. Oh, how I loved to see the two of them spar. I once dreamed of fighting by their side, so I studied the magical arts under my tutor. But when I was 15, the storm surge broke out, and both my father and mother passed away. As the new queen, I was forbidden from taking to the battlefield, for our nation would fracture had I died without a successor. Though in the end I could barely move, I regret that I didn't go out there and fight. At least while I still could.
This castle is in shockingly good state, despite being 400 years of being underneath a giant mecha city.
Sven.
Ah, forgive me. 'Twas not my intent to darken the mood.
Well, a lot of this is voice acted, though. I feel like a good chunk of 7.1 wasn't voice acted.
This is one big castle, though. How far does this hallway go? Do you know, Sven?
And she's gone. Wait, we're both gone. What the fuck?
What?
Where did we go?
What? What happened?
Oh, are we in the trial area already?
Oh, it seems our guest brought company. So this was your doing? It was. We installed a teleporter that is triggered by the presence of the key, see?
Why do we have this?
Ah, I'm afraid etheric transmissions cannot penetrate the walls.
Why did we have it on
I
us?
confess the Valiapira did not suffice to assess your capabilities. So I shall try something else.
I'm sorry, is that a fucking Apple tablet? I mean, here's a trial already.
You are free to use anything at your disposal. The better you fight, the more accurate my data. Attaining a precise measure of your strength, that is the most expeditious way to reclaim the key to which you so stubbornly cling.
Ah, noble Zelenia, dashing as ever. These villains mean to do us harm. What? This machine is Zelenia? Indeed it is. We couldn't preserve her memories while she lived, so she has been reconstructed from our recollections of her. The endless me being created in answer to the earnest desires of Alec. But to twist the memories of those I held dear and treat them as playthings. This disgrace I cannot abide! Loath though I am to comply with their demands, this... If she was indeed created from my memories, even if I cannot fight... So please, lend me your strength and end...
I'm surprised we're fighting the trial already. I thought it'd be a little after the dungeon, not immediately after.
There it is.
Except that's not the thing he's after. That's our soul crystal. Because we left the device with Ishtola. So why is he confusing our Zen soul crystal for the device? Item comparison, is this better? Ooh, it's much better. Oh, wait, hold on. What's the 725 compared to 710? Yeah, that is much better. Can I put my glimmer plate on in here? Oh, I can. Wait, mage registers. Okay, let's do the trial. I don't meet the item level requirement. Gamers, we have a problem. Is my tank? My tank doesn't need it either. Do I only have 50. Oh, gamers, I am, I'm going to head to Limsa Laminsa. I am heading to Linsa to buy gear. I am underleveled. Okay. 740. Can't buy it. That's only 2 item slots. So what the fuck? Okay. Wait, no. That's 710 though. I need... Oh my god. Necklaces are bound to be cheaper, right? Ring. Ring's gotta be cheap, right? Oh my god! Maybe a 710 ring will do. So I only have a 705 ring. A 710 ring will do? Jesus! That's gotta be too expensive too, right? And I already upgraded that. Pants. What about pants? Pants. I could probably do the pants. Pants will probably put me over the limit. Here's hoping. $713. Oh no, man. I need gloves. My gloves are only 700. God, I can't believe I am stopping in the midst of 714. Kidding. I guess whatever is the cheapest earring. Surely this puts me over the edge. No, it doesn't. Oh, God. And then the necklace, I guess? $715. Okay, we're good. We're there. Fucking hell. Holy shit. I can now actually fight in recollection. But my skill is lacking. Oh, all the voyages finished at the estate company house, so I guess we can make a bit of money back by... I spent, what, 1.3 million on gear? Because I was lazy, instead of farming gear. Okay, note to self going into 7.3. Be up to date on, at the very least, raid gear. Because I am not going into extremes or savages. But get all the raid gear, at the very least. I really thought 710 would be fine. Jump up to 740 though, which I was not expecting. I think there's 750 gear from the Savage. I don't think the Savage releases until next week. Oh boy. Well, that's one way to spend $1.3 million. 1.3 million gil. But luckily, it seems like all of our voyages have came back as S+, so we actually might get that money back. Yeah, I think we might as well actually get our money back. We started at what? Like about around 4 million we had before we had to spend all that money. And once we sell this stuff, we'll be up to what? Here we are, recollection.
I am Zelenia Triantaphili, Royal Knight of Alexandria, and sworn blade of Her Majesty the Queen.
Are you though?
Upon my blade, I swear, no harm shall come to Her Highness.
We will not defile Zelenia's memory any longer.
Oh, and that's gonna be in. Yep.
Feel the sting of my divine blade!
I know this technique. You must keep moving.
Oh, okay. Oh, we are still taking so much damage.
How about you?
Yep, that's a moonlight cleave. It's gonna be out, then in. Okay. Oh, okay. It's just gonna be a simple flank, and then. Okay.
But her blade work should be recreated so faithfully.
Easy enough.
I will suffer none to threaten Alexandria! Heavens roar!
Easy enough. Apparently, other members in the party didn't find it that easy.
Have care. Zelenia was capable of much, much more.
I'd probably
I
imagine.
will show you the soul of a royal knight!
Oh, okay. That's not something you can stop from happening.
For the honor and glory of Alexandria, I strike!
Oh, is the arena changing? Oh, holy shit!
No more games!
Quickly! Away from the sigils! The sigils channel magic! Be on your guard!
You've no time even to fear my wrath!
What is she doing?
You must brace for blade and magic both.
How about you?
Oh, shite. That, that AoE. Oh, fuck.
Taste my steel! There is no escape! Surge!
Probably not good. Oh. That actually got me? Oh, shit, the bleed on that hits for a lot. Oh. Oh. I'm dead.
I know this is merely a reconstruction, and yet...
Damn, that bleed hurts. Wow. Come on, man! Why'd they bring it to me? They brought the fucking thing over to where I was standing. I am getting ping-ponged by the fucking... I am getting absolutely demolished.
That's right. Zelenia was always there to
I am getting demolished by this fight. Holy shit. Okay, so I see the strat. You wanna go...
Taste my steel!
Jesus, we have so many buff back up.
Rage and royal! Have at you!
Ow! You're free. Okay. Oh.
Surge!
You want to go to where it was. Okay, so it's going to be in, then... Oh, it's not in, it's out! I misread that. I thought it was in, then out. Oh, fuck me.
How about you?
That this time it's in then out, right? Oh! Okay. Whoa. What? Oh, God.
A disgraceful display. Forgive me, my queen. I have failed you.
Oh, that is quite the difficult fight. It doesn't help that I'm going in at the minimum eye level for the fight. Oh yeah, there's no loot on the trial. Just the extreme. Maybe if I wasn't minimum eye level, that would have felt better, but...
Did you get what you needed?
I did. Though these figures will complicate matters.
Is that so? Well, if we are done here... Hold it! If you have no scruples about thus defiling the memories of Zelenia, then there is... You are not fit to be entrusted...
I, for one, have no wish to employ the fruits of my research in this manner. It is a waste, but since I relinquished my flesh long ago, I must resort to every conceivable method. So... Why do you so oppose our... With the key, we would be able to harvest ether from other reflect... We could give this chance to evolve not only to the people of the Ninth, but to those of the Source as well.
Okay, they finally name dropped that they're from the Nine.
Should reject such a boot.
Oh, don't tell me you thought you were the only ones who knew. Well, ultimately, what
So
you
they
think
do
is
know
immaterial.
that
For the seeds we've sown
that the
have
shard and the
already
source is
quickened.
connected, and that killing one brings ruin to the other. So why are they doing it then? If they know that killing a shard brings destruction to the source, and killing the source brings destruction to all the shards. It doesn't make any sense.
The people have glimpsed hope in transcending. And thus does my role come to an end. The rest...
As a token of gratitude for consenting...
He's giving me an iPad? Probably not. Oh, is that the crown? It is the crown. I wonder, though, if that means that now they're gonna play that Sphene is dead. But they're saying that Sphene's role has run its course. Well, the fake Sphene's... Well, it's run its course. Zelenia was kind, but she could be stern. A pillar of strength which I ascended the throne in troubled time. Not only did she protect me, she also buoyed my spirits whenever they threatened to buckle under the pressure of my station. By preserving her memory and honor, you've done more for me than you can ever know. Thank you. I can now do the underkeep with trust NPC. Bean stands in silence. Prepared path.
Zelenia. It pains me to think that you're gone too.
Yep, there's the tears.
Aha! Oh, we found you at last.
So...
You had us quite worried when you suddenly disappeared. What in the world happened?
So... he believes that Azem's crystal is the
Then
exact
preservation's
same...
objective is indeed what Calyx claimed.
So, he believes... Calyx believes that the Azem crystal and the dimensional machine thing are the same. Which seems to fully confirm that the dimensional thing is of at least Azem's creation. But I wonder what it could mean beyond that.
To know about the source and the shards, and to refer to theirs as the ninth, that raises some questions.
Indeed. But for now, I'm just glad the two of you are safe. Oh, right. While we were scouring the castle for you, we came upon a room that looked like a library.
By learning about the Alexandria of old, we may gain
So books still remain.
If you don't mind, could we take a look around here first?
I wonder how much longer this goes on. Now we've done the dungeon and the trial, so I can't imagine that the MSQ pertains that much longer. I'm assuming it's gonna end here with them going, I'm gonna analyze the crown.
This tiara, it was hers, the Endless Fiends.
It's a type of regulator, I believe.
So, I'm assuming the MSQ is gonna end with Shale saying, I'm gonna analyze the data within the tiara.
Contains the data of the Endless Fiend's memories. Calyx likely used it to create the simulant. Which means that as long as the tiara is in our keeping, we should... Strange that he would abandon it, though. Perhaps because the simulant already played her role, like she said. In any case, not much information.
I'm gonna
appears to remain
assume
on
they're
this
gonna
terminal.
play into
But I'll make it so
the
we can
death
access
of
it remotely from the
Simulant's
back room.
Fiend in a way that Calyx is able to work off of, unlike the last Fiend's death, which he couldn't really work off of for the idea of the Endless.
This contains the memories of another me. The tale of her journey as queen. Might I hold on to this tiara? You may examine it when...
It would be for the best, I think. Does that work for you, Shale?
No objections from me. All right, I'm finished. Let's head to the library, and then back up.
I'm assuming the MSQ is coming to a close here, well, 7.2 MSQ.
Farewell, Selenia.
Getting dark in here. I just realized the lighting is probably really bad on my quest accepted. Okay, thank you, game, for ruining the moment. Shared pass. Speak with Sphene. Stimulant gave the impression that she wouldn't be back, but I suppose only time will tell, and at the present we have no leads on Calyx. Now perhaps we should take a moment to contact our friends. It'd be good to catch up with each other on recent developments, and I'm almost certain everyone would appreciate hearing. Thanks. Alizé. Yes, hello, Reckless? Read a call out of the blue. Is something wrong? What? You went all the way to the bottom of Everkeep and didn't think to ask me to come? Yep. I suppose I've been fairly busy myself. I'm pleased to say that we've received permission to begin administering the cure for Levin sickness to citizens. I'm actually due to visit a boy named Milo shortly to see how he's responding to his treatment. You met him before with Lamachi, I believe. The two of you should attend as well if you have the time. Okay, so it looks like there's a little bit more to the 7.2 MSQ. Let's contact Erinville. Reckless, this is a surprise. Has Momak gotten into trouble again? Well, kind of. I see. Knowing you, I expect you've already looking forward to your next obvious trap. Don't overdo it. Well, he's not... Like I said earlier, how many obvious traps have we run into on purpose? I'm on the outskirts at the moment. I've been helping people with their work and talking to those I've met to gauge for sentiment. Been uneventful for the most part, but there was one notable development. Following recent events, some here have stopped wearing regulator. This led to the disparity between in what people remember about the Scream's death. It was an occasional episode of confusion. I'll be sure to let you know if anything changes. So, I really think that Erinville's gonna be our first member of the cast to be using a limited job. I really think he's gonna be Beastmaster once Beastmaster comes out. Okay, I guess we'll talk to Ishola now. If it isn't Reckless, is it something the matter? And here I go telling you everything. But preservation is behind a recent intrigue. It doesn't surprise me. I'm glad to hear none of your worst wares, though. As for myself, I have concluded a meeting with Gosan. I told him about the cure for Levin sickness, and we have formed a tentative plan to treat all of those who are stricken. I am now otherwise unoccupied, so I should take a look around the government section to see if anything's amiss. And if this Calyx is obsessed with the key, then I ought to begin studying it with earnest as well. Yeah, so Ishtola has it at the moment. So why does he keep thinking we have it on us? I think he's confusing the Azim crystal with the device. But I don't know why he can't see the visual difference between them. One's a giant hourglass, one's a soul crystal. And I guess we'll finally talk to Alphino. I haven't seen Alphino at all this patch. Excellent timing. I'd mind to call you myself with how things are faring. Calyx. While something obviously afoot, I can't imagine such an individual will be involved. As well, you were able to prevent the simulant from sowing further uncertainty. That being said, her absence may have consequences. People of Alexandria still have a great trust in Sphene. They seem to say they speak of her even now, and how the simulant was able to win them over. When they noted she ceased to appear again, rumor and started to occur. We should be mindful of pronounced shift in the mood of the populace. But forgive me, it's been battle after battle, hasn't it? Forgive ourselves, so pray rest up and continue to recover your strength. So obviously the MSQ is beginning to wind down here, but I'm wondering if we're going to go see the boy at the end of this from the MSQ. What did the Everest have to say, if I may ask? Da-da-da-da, fade to black. It doesn't fade to black anymore when we're talking, it just hovers there. They finished treating Milos? We have to go visit him. Of course, we don't mind coming at all. In the meantime, I shall take myself around Solution 9 to see how things are. I share Alphino's concerns about the Queen's absence. Even setting that aside, the situation is not as resolved while the Endless remains a threat. I will be meaning to visit some shops. Okay, Graha. World's probably in danger and all you're thinking about is shopping. While everyone is out, I'll try to pick up Calyx's trail. I'll see if he can dig up any information about the key. I'll help. Okay. Seems everything we all plan to do. But, telling what Calyx might have planned, so please be careful, everyone. Right. Go to Milos' apartment. in residential radius 914, if I remember correctly. I must say, this has gone on longer than I had expected. I mean, I know 7.1's was unusually short, but I kind of expected 7.2 to be pretty short as well. Here we go. I'd want to assume
every step of the way, to grow old with him, as his...
There goes finishing the portsy.
That should do it. You're doing well.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Milos. Now, you'll feel breathless for a little while still, but...
I'm sorry,
That
what the
said,
fuck
we
is...
can't rule out the
Okay,
possibility of a
you guys
relapse.
can't see this.
As a
Oh,
precaution,
YouTube is
I
not
would...
responding. Did my internet cut out? Oh, we are dropping frames. Ooh, we are dropping frames. Ooh, we are dropping frames. Are we back? Not quite. We aren't dropping any more frames though. So,
Lightning.
we should be coming back.
Does that include regulators? It does. I understand if it's difficult for you to part with something that you've... No. For Milos' sake, I will do it. And if the environment...
You two would be more than...
It's very assuring to hear that.
I'm happy. Before, I couldn't even thank... But now we can talk lots.
Your mother is...
Queen's theme always cheered me up. Today, I'll practice...
Thank you for explaining everything.
I love how Whooplamaj just
We'll
goes
come
off
again to
screen to
check on
explain
you.
politics.
So if you have any other questions...
It's like...
Right. Let's get going, shall we?
Please come back soon.
I look at the shout chat and now I lost the game over it.
It's good to see Milos.
The Endless Me gave him the strength to hang on, and she didn't rely on any...
She wanted her people to be happy.
Okay.
I wish to be there to watch him grow as well. In the name of his evolution, Calyx has wrought... No. I shall forge ahead.
And... That's gotta be the end of the MSQ there, right? Well, I did get an achievement, so maybe not. There's maybe one more quest. Okay, yeah, this is probably the last of it. Seekers of Eternity. One day, I hope I can speak with him about my other self. Come on, let's return to the backburn. It really is going on longer than I thought it would. This is probably the end if we're getting a cutscene. It's probably Alex on the intercom.
Citizens of Alexandria, please be advised. The distribution of We ask that all recipients equip their regulators and promptly complete device. The evolution of our kind is at hand.
What is this?
Evolution. Those with neo-regulators will become endless.
You mean there's no more? Well, don't you feel lucky?
Don't look at me like that!
I haven't registered mine yet. The more I thought about it, the more unsure I
Well, I registered right away. Anything to stop.
Ultimately, what you think is immaterial. For the seeds we... The people have glimpsed hope in transcending death, and they can...
I see. The terror of their first encounter. Having previously been spared even the idea of it.
The funeral was meant to give everyone the chance. But everyone who was wearing a regulator had their memories of that moment erased. And to see those oblivious, happy souls, those who remembered must have wondered if it might not be better to be like them. To go back to it.
And now they've been presented with the chance to do just that by becoming...
If this fear of death continues to... The gifts for our friends will have to wait.
This seems to be the setup for 7.3.
Oh, you're safe.
So Alphino and...
We have a situation on our hands! A civilian has been killed by a mechanical soldier here on Trueview. Wayakoi is on the scene and reports that the problem unit has been subdued.
That doesn't make sense. Only someone...
They're killing their own citizens to convince the other citizens to become endless.
Not good. I tried to check this. Given recent developments, I'd wager that Calyx is...
Perhaps we should go and see for ourselves.
Alphino, I imagine? Oh, it's Enville.
There's been an incident.
An incident in the outskirts.
A mechanical soldier attacked a...
Ah, they're doing it in the outskirts as well.
Fortunately, several nearby hunters dealt with... Wait. More hostile sentries are bound for the settlement.
Ill tidings.
So he's sending mechanical soldiers
outskirts too?
To all the areas where people have regulators to convince people that, yeah, I need to become an endless, so I don't end up like
You'll
them.
go and help Erenville, won't you? We could...
I'm coming too. I can't...
Let's go.
Speak with Lukamak in the outskirts. So I guess this so much for me expecting this to be the lead up into 7.3. This is still the conflict of 7.2. Things have settled down, but no sight of Erenville. Okay. You gotta go find Erenville. There's no way they kill Erenville off here. Actually, I feel like here we're gonna get a glimpse of him being a Beastmaster. Maybe I'm coping. But I think here we're gonna see him with his first glimpse and have it be our first teaser at Beastmaster. I don't think Beastmaster drops until 7.4. Nope, Aaronville is not. Damn. Not a Beastmaster yet. That was a close call, my thanks. As I was leading the soldiers away, I got caught side of this poor fellow being pursued. I wanted to help. Arrived out of my depth, we're lucky you found us when we did. Anvil, I'm so glad you're safe. We were quite worried when we couldn't find you. Encountered a soldier on the way here. Most paid no mind to us, but some turned out to be hostile. There's no telling who they'll sit on you. One attacked us without warning. If I had been paying attention, it could have ended with that. Hopefully they'll have us a good we'll turn to out to search antiques. Wow, I really need to fix the lighting in this place when it's dark. When the sun starts to go down, my face is very dark. Ugh. But this is honestly progressing in a way I didn't. I mean, I kind of expected things to play out similar to this, but progressing in a way I kind of wasn't expecting so quickly anyway. I thought they'd maybe save them attacking the citizens until 7.3, and then we could wrap it up neatly there.
We're none the worse for the wear. But let's see what the situation is here.
Geode and his people came and joined us while we were searching for you. After which we happened to encounter Malachite. His usher duties brought him here, and...
Oh, we have more
It's
Malachite.
a bit puzzling, to say the least. I was called to attend to the unfortunate soul slain by the mechanical soldier. Yet, when I arrived, I found no body, only a pile of dust, which the wind quickly scattered. Confused, I questioned the residents, but none knew what had become of it.
How odd. Did they remember the victim at least?
They did. Their memories of the deceased weren't sent to the cloud, I don't believe.
Someone took it short.
With your permission, I shall return to...
So they erased the body completely, turned it to ash.
This is terrible.
If preservation is behind the attacks, I fear.
All the Neo-regulators have been distributed, and potentially 5,000 Endless are about. Does he seek to frighten people into registering them? Or perhaps...
Does he need ether from them to power them?
Oh, thank the 12 you answered. Shale... I see. 'Tis a relief. A driver lost control of his vehicle when its interface became unresponsive. And Kryl and I are helping to render aid, but with the sentries behaving
So even the machines are failing, aside from just the sentries. The cars are, vehicles. Maybe
I
Calix
just received word from the backroom. A hover cargo on Trueview threw off its driver, and it's rampaging through the area as we speak.
It could be that maybe he's ditching certain electro controls just to gain more power, get more power for other
Alphino had a
things.
similarly troubling report for me. It proceeded to mow down.
This is a tragedy.
Sphene, wait! I'm coming with you.
Alphino is with Y'shtola, and he said they'll be all right. From here, I'll head towards the quarry by way of the Drift Downs.
Certainly a lot of hover cargoes coming and going in those parts.
I shall remain here and speak further with the local.
Then let's return to Solution 9.
Okay, I guess we're going back to Solution 9. Ugh. Why did it cut to Erenville staring at us? I feel like it lingered on him for a little longer than I would have expected it to. Yeah, all the vehicles are seeming to malfunction as well.
Sphene's gone on ahead.
Oh, it's the fighter from earlier. Are they gonna kill him here? I assume they're gonna kill him here. He's gonna get turned to dust.
Bloody things have gone mad.
I'm assuming Lathander dies, right? They kill Lathander here, right?
Why is this happening?
I'm really curious how they explain this away in between 7.3 and 7.2. Like, how do we go back to just being in the city again after this?
Everyone, please try to remain calm and make your way to resolution. This is just like before, when Zeralja unleashed the soldiers on us. I don't have any souls left. I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
No, you don't! Are you all...
No! No! Why did you do that? Why? You can't just leave me alone like this! If we had been endless, then you'd still be here.
you'd still be with me.
Did anyone ever explain to the citizens what the Endless actually are instead of what like the old Fiend told them? I feel like that would have cleared a lot of things up instead of just allowing them to believe that the Endless made them immortal. No, you still die. Your the memories of you are just created into a digital being, but you're dead. You don't live on. Is Fiend gonna put on the crown?
So many. This is wrong.
Fade the black. Okay. So how do we come back from this? We surely have to tell the public what's going on, right? Or else they're going to continue being manipulated. Why do we keep this hidden? Thank the 12 you are unharmed. His smallest missed tragedy, I suppose. The machine's rampage seems to be only temporary soldiers, but he's back one sense to killed for purpose. I assume the purpose was to cull a certain amount of individuals. Came shortly after him run out. It can't be a coincidence. I struggle to imagine the Cal gained control over the soldiers, but certainly in some way. Cool job. Are you still without your authority? Fine, I'm in control again. Chemical sewers only serve to perform various vital tasks such as providing medical treatment and managing food production. If we shut them down, we struggle to aid the citizens, let alone restore them to their normal lives. I made it so they can't use weapons anymore, though. Hopefully that makes us a little safer. No matter how we can endure it, and all I see now is suffering and misery. I cannot bear it. I want to protect my people. Please, lend me your aid. Of course! Us Fiend. Found the words I wish you said back then. Our strength is yours. Together we'll get through this. Let's split up and get to work. May I trouble you to report to shelf my things? This really is just keep on going. We're at 3 hours now, and I'm pretty sure 7.1 was only roughly an hour and a half. I assume this is the end of it now, right? And then I go, okay. Let me quickly get starting soldiers, blah blah blah. Anything else? Close watch on the machines. All must regain. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the ending. Because now we have Fiend saying that she's going to train to get her magic proficiency back. And... okay, so she's going to be a scholar? Ever scholar or arcanist? Oh, I have to choose a reward. Determination, critical hit. Another cutscene. Yeah, this is definitely the end, because now he's back, he's in living memory, I imagine. Trying to test to get the thing working again.
by illness weakened, by wounds unmade, by age decayed. Such fragile flesh is worthless to us.
This guy is a eugenics.
How mankind should evolve, shall evolve. I have already arrived at the answer. The time is come to pose a new question.
Which is... Great, okay. Reprise from death, but at what cost? For endless life, a legion lost. And that's it. Okay. Seekers of Eternity. Well, relevant last 5. Complete the main Seeker of Eternity. How do I put it? That was an interesting step in the right direction compared to 7.0 and 7.1. But I feel like there's a lot of unanswered questions. Like, for the fact that maybe I'm just understanding the lore wrong, but Calix's plan is inherently flawed by his own admittance, because he already knows about the connection between the source and the shards. So how does he solve that issue? Which is perhaps what the question is that he's proposing at the end is. He already knows how he wants humanity to evolve. The question now becomes how. Because I don't think he's actually solved his problem with power. Because there's only 4 shards left unclaimed after the rejoining. And even if he only wants to do some Endless, that can't last forever, which is what his goal for the Endless is. Which means he needs to come up with a new solution, which is perhaps why his new question is being asked. However, I think the ending of the patch is a little abrupt. We go back into Solution 9, see all of his suffering and such, and then we have Gululja saying, I've regained control and I've disabled their ability to use weapons. I feel like that ends a little too abruptly, because, I don't know, I feel like we didn't spend enough time in Solution 9 after this whole thing's going down. We weren't asked to aid civilians, we weren't asked to get their thoughts, it's just, oh no, that's happened. Gululja has solved the problem. For now. But other than that, I think it was a solid patch. The dungeon was great. Final boss of the dungeon was fun. Trial was fun. I struggled with it at eye level. I'm gonna try not to do that again. I need to remember to do my dailies now. Especially since we're on a new tombstone. But yeah, I think that will do it for the stream. I thank you all for watching me on my journey through the Dawn Trail 7.2 MSQ. We almost nearly hit 3 hours exactly off that, which I think is a decent length for the 7.2 MSQ. But I feel like the length of 7.1 and 7.2 leaves a lot of shoulders, a lot to bang on the shoulders of 7.3. Because 7.3 needs to wrap up Dawn Trail's story, with 7.4 and 7.5 being the teasers into 8.0. So, I don't think there's enough left for 7.3, unless they extend Dawn Trail's story into 7.4. And then have just the back half of 7.4 tease into 7.5. Because we still have the questions as why does he mistake the key for the Asm crystal? Now, obviously, it's because their function is both one and the same, right? Well, no, not one and the same. The Asm crystal, as we use it, summons 4 souls. We've done it with our allies in Endwalker, we did it with the half-fated souls of the dead in Endwalker, and we do it to summon our party members during trials and dungeon poses. Well, actually not dungeons. Dungeons is like adventurers. And canonically we do those with trust bots. It's just the trials that we do with summoned souls from a Zem. The key, however, seems to be used to travel the world. I mean, the shards. However, it could be that Calyx is hinting at the shard. I mean, the Asm crystal itself being able to do that. We could use the Asm crystal to travel between the worlds ourselves. Which, I mean, I guess it could be possible. It was always given the explanation for Shadowbringers that the reason we were able to traverse between the 2 worlds at will was because of how the Crystal XR summoning spell worked. But the Crystal XR believed that once he died, the summoning spell no longer works, right? Because he's dead. Person who invoked the magic is dead. And yet we're still able to travel between the first and the source. But we couldn't travel to the 13th at will. We had to go through the Void Portal. So maybe I'm looking too far into it, and maybe the fact that we have the crystal and we don't even realize that it allows us to travel through the worlds easier. I can't theory craft all of this. I'm gonna let some of the lore YouTubers figure it out. But I'm gonna end there for this lovely little stream through 7.2. I thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.